Namaste viewers, welcome to Gnanadevula channel. Today we will try to decipher the meaning of Brahma Sutra Bhashya chapter 1 and the 8th sutra. The 8th sutra, Heyatvāvachanācca. See, Brahma Sutras are very crisp, very abbreviated. Unless you have the other previous shlokas, that previous and then that integration of forward and backward integration, only then we will be able to understand the meaning. Otherwise, we will lose track of the meanings. Otherwise, these sutras don't mean anything. So much. They are all loaded and then they are all linked to all previous sutras. Now, let us go through that. But before we go to the details, I request you to please like, share and then subscribe to my channel. We are trying to attempt to find out the meanings and get the gist of that. Now, Heyatvāvachanācca. What does this mean? Heyatva means, Heya means rejecting, rejectability or to be discarded. Avachanāt. Vachanāt means due to the absence of mentioning. Vachana means speaking about that. Due to the absence of means when you add that negativeness, due to the absence of the mention. Cha means and it goes on, you know. So each sutra will have cha or something like that. Now here the meaning of this phrase would be and is not to be discarded. What is not to be discarded? The self is not to be discarded as there is no mention of its rejectability. This is the meaning. Now how do we understand this? The context goes like this. This sutra is a part of the Samanvaya Adhyaya, which is the first chapter, you know, Samanvaya Adhyaya, which establishes the harmony of the Upanishadic teachings about Brahman. The focus of this particular sutra is to assert that Brahman, that Supreme Self, is not something that can be discarded or something that can be rejected, because the scriptures do not mention it as such. See, in the scriptures you don't find these things. You cannot just reject it because it is not there. So that is the meaning now. So now, how does Sri Adi Shankaracharya, deal with this sutra? We will see. In his commentary, Shankaracharya explains that Brahman is the absolute reality, which is eternal, unchanging and beyond any form of duality. It is the essence of everything that exists. So this is first point. The second is, the Upanishads describe Brahman as Sat Chit Ananda, existence, consciousness and bliss. It is infinite and not bound by time, space or causation. This is what the Upanishads describe him. Third point is, nowhere in the Upanishads there is any instruction to abandon Brahman. In fact, the scriptures only speak about the realization of the Brahman, not its rejection. So you cannot reject it. So it has to be accepted. This is the meaning. What is required is ignorance. Avidya is what needs to be discarded. You have to discard ignorance, not Brahman. The Upanishads speak of discarding ignorance to realize the ever-present Brahman. This is how it is to be interpreted and then understood. Adi Shankaracharya quotes Upanishad statements to support this also. Satyam Gnanam Anantam Brahma. Taittiriya Upanishad. Brahma is truth, knowledge and infinite. Neha Nanasti Kinchana. Brihadaranyaka Upanishad says here there is no diversity, whatever, so whatsoever, like this. So important takeaways from this is Brahman is immutable and eternal. It cannot be discarded because it is the very foundation of existence. Upanishads teach realization, not rejection. They teach how to realize it, not reject it. The path shown is of the understanding and realizing Brahman, not abandoning it. Here, what is the enemy? Ignorance is the real enemy. The Upanishads emphasize removing ignorance, which veils the truth of Brahman. So, Brahma, Satyam, Jagan Mithya, Jivo, Brahmaiva Naparaha. Brahma is the truth, the world is an illusion, the individual soul is none other than Brahman. Avidyaya mantare vartamanaha. Kathopanishad, living within the confines of ignorance. Yo Veda Nihidam Guhaya Parame Vyoman. That means one who knows Brahman hidden in the supreme space of the heart. Brahman hidden in the supreme space of the heart. One who knows that. So, these are all things which we will have to think when you come across this sutra. The sutra is very simple. Heyatvāvachanācca. That's all. But the meaning is, you will have to make out the meaning. You will have to think of all these things before understanding this. And you cannot just like that, otherwise it doesn't mean anything like this. So, viewers, with this explanation on this Brahma Sutra 1.1.8, we conclude this episode. Please like, share and subscribe to my channel. Please post your comments in the comment box. So, we'll move on to the next sutra. Thank you. Like, share and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.